Hello, my loves. Right, you guys asked if I would recreate this design in gel. So I am, but I'm putting a twist on it. I hope you don't mind. So I'm going to use just some practice tips from Amazon. And the first thing you need to do, because they're quite a slippery surface, is to give them a buff with a 180 grit file or buffing block, just to kind of get rid of that shine from the nail surface. Give it a good buff. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, by the way. It just seems to have gone by really quick. Like boom, and it's done. So there we go. I'm going to use my tip stand from Glitter Planet. Pop the tips on there. Sorry if you can hear Oliver playing, he's having fun. And just take off any dust that may be lingering around. And then we're going to go in with the Madam Glam base coat. Do a thin coat of that because it's not necessary to do a massive coat. It just evens out the surface of the nail nicely. So a thin coat of that and then into the lamp for 30 seconds. So next, I've got to tell you something funny in a minute. I'm going to go in with Madam Glam's Little Toto, and that's actually what I've got on these nails from my last video. It's just, do you know what? I had this shade and I haven't used it yet, and now I've used it, I've fallen in love with it. It's super pigmented. It's got an absolutely beautiful, subtle shimmer that runs through. You know I love the Madam Glam gels. They're very, very pigmented. They've got great coverage and they're good value for money, and they're not tested on animals. They're vegan, so I love them. But look here, you can see how it's a bit transparent. I'd forgotten to turn my lamp on. So there's me thinking my base coat was cured, and it wasn't. Oh, anyway, then I realised and did it again. So I've just put my second coat on now. That looks a bit better. And it will self-level and, you know, come out looking all lovely, which is handy. Give that a minute to self-level. Well, not actually a minute, you know what I mean, a couple of seconds. And then I'm going to be using Madam Glam's Hero Turquoise. What else? Which one's this? Honest Sky. And also the Manhattan. Now this is one of the minis from the advent calendar, but I do have the full version. And my beautiful palette made for me by Just Jo Nail Addict. She's amazing. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a cool palette like that, go see her. Go see her YouTube and then you can get in touch with her. And I'll also be using my detailer brush and a dotting tool. So I'll just deposit a little bit of each of these gels onto the palette. Seriously, I use this palette every time I do nails, every single time, and it's wipeable, cleanable, scrubbable. It's fantastic. So thanks, Jo, for that. I bloody love it. Oh, he loves it, I do's. Pop those on there. Just makes it a little bit easier just to reach over. So first we're going to start the outline for this colour block. Now, the trick here, when you're doing the outline, is to pull your detailer brush through the gel. Don't scoop it like that initially, because you'll get a big ball, and then when you go to do the detail work, it'll just splurge. So pull it through, keep pulling it through as you turn the brush around and get a good level amount throughout the bristles. Couldn't think of the word then. Now, what I'm going to do is map out where I want this colour block. Whatever you do in acrylic, you can pretty much do in gel. It's just slightly different. So I want to start about here and I want to swoosh down. So I kind of start the top, then I start the bottom, and then I join them. I am a little bit cack-handed at the moment, a little bit clumsy. My dexterity is not very good with my right hand, so this isn't as perfect as I would have liked it, but I can't at the moment avoid that. I'll show you in a bit. I do show you a video, but I've got what seems to be arthritis in my thumb on my right hand. It's quite swollen and painful and stuff like that. I've got to have some x-rays or whatever. But yeah, so just it's a little bit stiff. So like your fine movement is mine's a bit more clumsy at the moment. Hopefully it will, I don't know, the swelling will go down and it'll be a bit easier. But never mind. Now I'm working on these bits, I can put a bit more gel on the brush. I'm not so freaked out by it. It's just when you're doing the first detailer line, you're better off having a thin, even coat of gel throughout the bristles. So I've kind of got where I want the top of my design. Now I'm going to kind of map out where the bottom of that design is going to go and just sort of match it. You can always go back and tidy these things up. See, with an acrylic colour block, once you've committed to that shape, there's nothing you can do. With a gel colour block, you can always go back and tidy it up and literally wipe it off or just go over it. So it doesn't matter. I'll give that a 10-second cure, and then I'm actually going to colour it in using my dotting tool because it's a nice round shape, it's easy to get in precise areas, and it's just better to control than a brush. And this area is too big for a tiny little brush. So yeah, dotting tool wins every time. I can hear Oliver playing. Dude does some very strange sound effects. So we'll colour that bit in, and then actually, because the gel is so pigmented, this only needs one coat. You don't need any more. I'll tidy it up here and there with my brush just before I pop it in the lamp, just to make sure the coverage is even, all the little nooks and crannies have been filled in. And just dragging that gel through, just so it's exactly where I want it. And then once I'm happy with that, that will go in my lamp for a 30-second cure. Okie dokie, so it's had its cure, and now I'm going in with the Manhattan. Now I do this one slightly differently. I do pick up a kind of bulb of gel at the end of my brush because this gel is a lot less pigmented. It's more of a subtle colour, like a shimmer. It hasn't got that depth, so I need to use a little bit more of it. And all I'm doing now, because the outline's already there for me from the last colour block, I'm just following it and I'm just pushing the gel around with my brush. It's very simple. I'm just nudging it to follow the same pattern. I think when you say, oh, gel colour block, it sounds like it's going to be hard, but it's not. You just get the first shape right and then just take your time and know that once the first lot's cured, if you mess up the second lot, it doesn't matter, you can wipe it off. But like I said, with acrylic or polygel, once you've set that product, you've committed to it. So I like it. I'll be doing a lot more work with gel in general anyway. So I'm excited to recreate. So if you want any acrylic designs recreated in gel, just send me the pic. All my contact details are always in the description box. Challenge me. I'd love to give things a go and see what can be done. So once I've cured the Manhattan layer, I'm going to go and outline the bottom of it using Hero Turquoise again. I did fiddle around with this a bit because it wasn't quite how I wanted. I just wasn't really happy with it, but I got there in the end. You just need a steady hand. Always, if you see what I do, I anchor my pinky finger of my dominant hand on my other hand. See, I'm anchoring because otherwise I'd shake all over the place. So get your anchor point and have your other arm resting on a table. Don't hold your hands up because you'll be all over the place. So have a firm, hard base underneath your arms that you can lean on. And again, I'm just going to fiddle with it until I'm happy and then it will go in the lamp. Now we're going in with, what was the other one called? Honest Sky. Honest Sky. And we'll do the same there. So I can add a little blob and I can just push it up towards the line. The hardest one's always the first one. So push that up towards the line and then I'll drag it down to where I need it to go. And when I'm happy, I'll cure it in my lamp. So I said I'd show you my thumbs. So here's a quick clip. You can see my right thumb is quite swollen and very stiff compared to my left. So I am struggling a bit because my right hand is my dominant, but I'm getting there. I'm not able to do clients' nails anymore. So everything you see from me will be either on my hand or my practice hand. It's probably practice hand or tips like this. But it's cool. I'm happy. I'm all right. Could be a lot worse. So there we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I've given that a cure, and now I'm coming in with my top coat. Now, because this nail has got different levels of product, I will do 2 top coats. I do the first top coat, quite generous, and I will flip the nail over for 10 seconds just to let it pool, and then I'll give it a 10-second flash cure and then apply another layer of top coat. And the reason I do the 10-second flash cure is because I still want the first layer of top coat to be a little bit sticky, and then I can cure through with a full cure. It will cure perfectly well because it's a clear gel, it transfers through easily, and it will just have a little bit more of an even surface. It's still going to be a little bit lumpy. It would look really, really good with a matte top coat. So on to the next nail. I'm going to do 2 coats of Lil Toto, and then we'll come in with a different colour on top to give it a completely different effect. So once I've had those 2 coats cured, I'm going to take Am I Clear, which is this beautiful clear gel with, this like golden shimmering glitter running through it. It's absolutely stunning. It completely transforms the way the gel looks. Absolutely stunning. So once that's cured, I'm going to do 2 layers of top coat on this nail as well, just because that glitter there's quite a lot of glitter there, so I don't want it to feel slightly uneven on the surface. I'd rather it be nice and top coated, and also later on I'll be buffing the nails as well. Then I'm going in with a really thin coat of the Manhattan on this nail. I'm trying to build up different effects running through the nail on this one. So I'll go in with the Manhattan and do kind of like a thin wash of that, cure it for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to be adding some of Am I Clear and Lil Toto to the palette because I want to do a marble nail. Now, on top of the Manhattan, I'm actually going to paint Paradise, and I forgot how super duper pigmented Paradise is, and it almost blocks out the Manhattan, which is crazy really, but I wanted that mixture of hollow and shimmer just kind of running through it. Then once it's cured, I'm going to go in with a layer of base coat, but I'm not going to cure it. So now I've added the base coat, I'm not curing it. I'm going to use my dotting tool to add blobs of the gels that are on the palette. And then I just tried a couple of different methods to create different effects. Basically, I'm marbling them. Now you could do the marble on the palette and then transfer it to the nail. There's loads of ways to marble. There's no right or wrong way. I didn't like this way, so I did it differently on the other ways, on the other bits of the nail. But it's just personal preference as to what you find easier. The one rule with marbling is don't play with it too much, because you will literally make a new colour all of its own. Instead of the look of colours running through each other, it will just create a splurge. So I didn't really like that bit, but I just added to it, changed it, used different methods, and it was fine. It's just a matter of kind of playing with it until you get what you want. running a little bit of the Am I Clear through it was nice as well. I like that. So on this part I did use the detailer brush, as you can see, but I didn't on the other areas. I actually used the dotting tool completely. So still with that clear coat not cured, I'm just going to add some more of the gel going down. So Hero Turquoise, Honest Sky, Little Toto, Am I Clear, and the Manhattan. They're the gels I'm using. And then I just decided to use a dotting tool for this one and see how it went. So I just started kind of playing with it. I thought, oh, I like this. So then I got the smaller end and just went with the flow, really. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Nail art is having fun. And like I said, there's no right or wrong. If you don't like the way it's turned out, that's your personal preference. Doesn't mean you've done it wrong. I used to get in this habit of saying, I've done it wrong. Oh, I've messed up. You know, no, I just don't like that result. So you've discovered a method that you're not keen on. That's all. So again, Hero Turquoise, Honest Sky, Little Toto, a bit of Am I Clear in there, and a bit of the Manhattan. And then we'll do the same thing again. We'll take the smaller end of the dotting tool and just gently, I'm not really digging in too deep, I'm not like gouging it out, I'm just gently going in, going around, having a play until I'm happy with it. The thing to do is sit back regularly and look at it and don't just keep poking at it. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to give that a full cure. In fact, I'll do a 60-second because I know I've used a lot of gels. And then I'll go in and do a nice layer of top coat on that and cure it for 30 seconds. This next nail is going to be exactly the same as the other one. So I'll be doing 2 coats of Little Toto and curing each layer for 30 seconds. And then I'll be doing a layer of Am I Clear, curing that for 30 seconds, and then double top coat. So I'll let you watch this little one. So this is what we're left with the gel design part, but you know me, I can't be away from the sparkle because it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling. So I'm using my Winter Sparkle crystal mix. These crystals are from Swarovski. I can't get my words out. They are a mixture of crystals from Swarovski that I've mixed myself. They're unique to my website. No one else has this mix. And I'm almost out of stock. And they're limited edition. They won't be coming back in. So if you're going to grab them. In fact, between now and the 7th of January, there is 10% off with code GIMME10. So yes. And oh, my Pro Pickup tool as well. I forgot about that. With the interchangeable heads and the nice case to keep them all safe, dust-free and dent-free, because I can't stand it when my pickup tool would get covered in dust and then the nib wouldn't be sticky anymore. It's just ridiculous and annoying. They're not on the website yet, but keep your eyes peeled. They will be on the website this month, January 2021. I just don't know the date of release yet because I'm waiting for the bloody packaging to arrive. So I'm going to do a little crystal cluster here. I've buffed the top coat. Ideally, I don't like applying crystals to top coat. I'd rather use a matte top coat underneath, but I was doing this just for the sake of this video. If you want the full breakdown on how to actually get crystals to last on top of either gel polish, builder gel or acrylic, and how to get those crystals stuck on, how to do the most popular sort of salon designs, and how to make more money from using crystals, then you need to jump on my crystal placement level 1 course. It's only £10. It's all on the website, which is in the description box. But for the sake of this video, I just went in and did it on top of the top coat. I just don't like doing it because they tend to move around a lot and don't stick as well. Hey ho. Anyway, I've built up using 3 Chaton back AB crystals. Then I'm going in with some of the crystal shimmer crystals around it. And then I'm going to go in with some of the large SS14 crystal clear crystals around that. And it just looks so beautiful. Now, I have one, mixed pack, a winter sparkle, and yet I have created so many different designs with those crystals. The list is endless as to what you can do. You just need to be a bit imaginative with it. So I'm going to put those to the side to fully set, and then I've buffed the nude nail, and I'm going to go in again from the Winter Sparkle mix. They have these ones as well, White Opal Flame Flat Back and some of the White Opal round flat backs. And I'm just going to create a little cuff and a little drop down. Just beautiful, really gorgeous, goes really well against the nude nail. Very simple. Again, all these are included in the Winter Sparkle pack. There's a good selection in there. I tried my best to put in there what would make nail artists money, what would up your creativity, and what would all work with each other whilst pushing you slightly out your comfort zones.
What you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Okay, so next we're going to do a little corner cluster here using an AB Rivoli Snowflake, again from the Winter Sparkle pack. And actually I'm going to do something completely different and just add some of the raindrops and some of the round flatbacks. I've never done this actual little design before, never done anything like it, so I thought, why not try something different? Came out really nicely. I love it.
It's getting to me. It's never ending. You can give anything, so you can go, yeah. So I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. Yeah, you better go. So I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. This is what I want now. And yeah, I'm waiting for.
So when all the crystals are set in place, I'm just going to seal them in with top coat and top coat the nail again, and that'll be the design done. Yeah, simple as that really. Like I said, if you want to get on the crystal placement course, it's an online course. All you need to have access to is Facebook. You can purchase it on the website. You can use my 10% discount with all courses and products at the moment up until the 7th of January. What else can I tell you? There's no time limit on the course, and you get a certificate when you've completed. It's not a branded course, so it's not a Swarovski branded course. It's for any crystal placement. It doesn't matter what you use. The fact is, whether Swarovski are here or not, we will still be putting pretty things on our nails and making them look beautiful. So you still need the skill set to do that, and the tips, I can't even speak, the tips and tricks to keep those crystals in place. Look how gorgeous that looks. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm so chuffed with this. Let's try something different, why not? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll put the Madam Glam links as well in there with the discount code and all that. And yeah, challenge me. Let me know what you want me to do next. And I hope you've had a wonderful new year. And stay safe. Please stay safe. And I'll see you in my next video. Tally bye.